Hello everybody. I just wanted to go over some of the modifications I made to my machine. As you can see, I'm now using aluminum profile instead of phenolic for the main frame members. This just allows me a little more flexibility as far as upgrading. Also, as far as maintenance, I can remove the gantry bridge, for example, without bothering the x-axis. And likewise, I can remove the carriage relatively easy without taking it off the saddle and such. It's 4545 and 4590 extrusion from 8020.net. Still using the 1/2 inch 8-start lead screws from McMaster Car. Still using the Xylotech steppers with the G540 box. The big difference in the drivetrain is on the x-axis. I now employ dual steppers running the screws via timing belt. This allows me to make upgrades easier down the road. Also, the gantry rails and bearing blocks are underneath the table, as well as a lead screw, which should help keep dust away. And I also have a larger work envelope for the footprint. I now have a 30 inches by 32 or 33 inch cutting area. So anyway, I guess you guys want to see this move. There's the gantry. Gantry is running at about 747 inches a minute. The axle set at 30. For the Y, I got 726 inches a minute with the axle set at 75. And for the carriage, I have it set at 400 inches a minute. Oops. Though I probably could lower that a little bit, since that's a little fast. Now, a blended speed, I get over 1,000 inches a minute. I'll zoom into the Mach 3 screen so you can see that. Okay. Here's the Y, and here's the X. I got a job up on the screen right now, and we're going to run this at 120 inch a minute feed rate, I believe. Let me just zoom out. And I'm going to hit start. Over here in the Y-axis, instead of using the HDPE bearing blocks, I decided to just press fit the screw bearing into the connecting plate itself. Made it a little bit easier. I still need to put a bearing plate on top there to just hold the bearing in place, even though it's pressed in. X-axis, Z-axis. I'll look from the back. I'm using these gussets. This allows me to also move the bridge up or down depending on the job I'm doing. I can keep a rigid setup whether I have a tall job or a flat job. Also, I'll be able to mount the router either low or high, which gives me options as far as cutting deeper stuff or limiting the amount of travel the Z-axis does. So it just gives me more options. Running at 120 inches a minute. Looks like everything's running smooth. Only thing I noticed with the more solid frame, the steppers seem to have their noise amplified by the more rigid frame, but nothing horrible. Also, I still need to tune the motors on the G540. I need to get a non-conductive screw to turn the trim pot, which I don't have, but hopefully soon. Also, the gantry uprights, I'm going to put a connecting plate to connect the top two pieces. That would help add in the rigidity of the machine, give me a place to put my cable chain, which I shall be installing soon. Also, I still need to install limit switches and home switches, stuff like that, but at least the main part of the machine is done. And there you have it.